You go to bed one night looking like yourself and you wake up in the morning and you suddenly look older. Could you be a victim of sudden skin aging? Well, we're going to talk about what that actually is, how to prevent it, and what you can do if it's happened to you. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about the topic of sudden skin aging. Yeah, that's a thing. And you might even recall this famous meme from the movie Freaky Friday. But sudden skin aging is really no joke to the people who feel like it's happened to them. And again, we're going to talk about what that actually is, how to prevent it and reverse it if it's happened to you. Now, if you're new to my channel and not familiar with who I am, I'm Chris Gibson, a skincare expert. I've been doing skincare for 36 years, helping people like you find skincare that will work for you, not empty your wallet, and not do you more harm than good. So if that's the kind of content you've been looking for here on YouTube, I hope you'll stick around and subscribe. Now, we talk about premature aging on this channel all the time. Hundreds of videos on this channel for anti-aging and skin preservation. And as I always say, it's much easier to prevent things from happening than to go back and reverse them. And skincare is no different. However, when it comes to premature aging of the skin, that is a process that happens, even though it's early, over time. And things like genetics play a role, with some people being more prone to premature aging than others. Environmental factors, where you live, how much sun your skin receives, how dry the air is. Also chronic stress, how much stress are you under and how long are you under it? Because stress actually increases cortisol levels in the body. Now that leads to things like weight gain, we know that, and high blood pressure and inflammation, but it also degrades your elastin and collagen fibers in your skin, leading to saggy, wrinkly skin. And the skin of really stressed out people does indeed age faster than normal. And of course, things like medical conditions can lead to premature aging of the skin. But what about sudden skin aging? What is this thing where we look in the mirror, we do our skincare routine, what have you, we go to bed, and the next day, at some point, we look in the mirror and go, whoa, why do I look so much older? Now, there are some physiological and psychological reasons for this to occur. Now, let's talk about the psychology of this first and get that out of the way, because there is a psychological thing that happens, whereas we're not really paying that close attention to our skin, and at some point during the day, perhaps in different lighting or a different environment, we catch a glimpse of ourselves as we really look in the mirror. Because believe it or not, psychologically, what we see in the mirror is very reflective of where we are emotionally and how we feel about how we look. So there is a psychological component to this. Your skin is not going to suddenly super age overnight, but the signs of aging may have been creeping up on you and you just suddenly noticed it. Now, there are physiological things that happen that can make your skin appear much older, much quicker than anyone would like. The first and foremost is accumulated sun damage, and that can really show up pretty rapidly at some point in your life. Over the years, your skin accumulates damage from the UVA, UVB light of the sun. Okay, that's not rocket science. We all know that. We all know we need to wear sunscreen to protect ourselves from that. But no matter how good you are with the sunscreen, you're going to still get some DNA damage to the cellular structure of your skin that is going to eventually show up. Nobody knows in your body clock but your DNA when that's going to happen. For some people like me who have been extremely diligent with sunscreen, I'm 59 years old and I certainly do not look it. It affords you a lot of protection that you just otherwise couldn't get unless you lived like in a cave. Next are your lifestyle habits. Things like what you eat. Is your diet high in processed foods and sugar? We know that a diet high in refined sugar and processed foods leads to degradation of your skin cells and collagen much faster than in individuals who have leaned more toward a leafy green, lean meat, Mediterranean style diet. Things like smoking, again, not rocket science. We all know that smoking ages the skin, but you're putting a lot of toxicity on your skin along with environmental pollution and irritants. All can lead to inflammation, which can make your skin age faster. And we already talked about being under constant stress. That can be a real problem for you, your body, your health, and your skin. Also, things like medications can have an impact and medical diseases can have an impact. And up and down weight loss or sudden weight loss can really lead to loose sagging skin because your skin doesn't have time to catch up. So all of these things can lead to what seems like a really rapid aging of the skin. But I will tell you the main scientifically backed driver of all of this is the DNA in your skin cells and how they replicate. Are we replicating healthier skin cells or are we replicating less healthy skin cells? Because we always are replicating ourselves and our skin cells. Think of your DNA as a photocopy of itself, then a photocopy of itself, then a photocopy of itself. The more that we do to smear that photocopy, the less clear, clean, healthy, long-living life any cell in your body is going to have. All right, so what do we do about this in the short term to make our skin look much better, and in the long term to either reverse this process or prevent it from going any further? Well, there's some really good news here, because what drives most of the signs of aging on the skin when it comes to texture, tone, sagginess, crepiness is your moisture levels in your skin, which means a good skincare routine that involves exfoliation of those old dead skin cells on the surface on a regular basis, and then followed up by a good moisturizing routine in the morning and the evening can really roll back the clock on those visible signs of aging. And I have tons of videos on the channel about skincare routines, which I will link to at the end of this video and put links down below in the video description box so you can check those out when we're done here today. It's really important to have a good skincare routine because it's going to slow down the aging process, help reverse it, and get your skin back to looking to something that would be acceptable to you. The other thing is to use a skincare product called retinol. Retinoids are the only skincare product that we have, but that is topical in nature, but can reach deeper into the upper layers of the skin and regenerate healthier cells. And over time, it helps your body repair elastin and build up those collagen levels back down in the deeper layers of your skin, all while lifting out fine lines and wrinkles, helping to fade those age spots and dark patches known as hyperpigmentation. Can really go a long way to helping the look of crepey, sagging skin. The other thing that's important here is to make sure your body stays hydrated. We're talking about moisture on the inside, not just the outside, because all of your skin's deep level moisture comes from the inside out. So you need to make sure that you're drinking enough water every day, sip it throughout the day, and make sure that your skin stays hydrated. That can go a long way over a couple of days to really reverse the signs of aging. Obviously, look at your diet. If you have a lot of processed foods and sugar in it, take a look at that and try to lean more into the leafy green, lean meat, Mediterranean style diet. You don't have to do it all at once. Small changes will add up over time and make your skin look much better. There are a ton of nutrients that your skin needs that it gets from those leafy greens and bright colored vegetables. So you really need to figure out a way to try to include those in your diet. And of course, another big one that goes a long way with stress, but can go a long way to improve how your skin looks in a very short amount of time, is making sure you're getting a good night's quality amount of sleep. 6 to 9 hours is optimal. 6 for some people works, 9 for others works, but it needs to be consistent because your body has an overnight repair process that goes on for your skin, and when you're not sleeping, it's not happening, and that will accumulate over time and give you that really tired, worn out look. And the other good news is that we have technology that you can use in the home or go to a professional and have done for you. Things like RF therapy, all therapy, radio frequency therapy that can help rebuild those collagen levels in the skin and actually push the skin back out and make it look much better. There are things like professional grade skin peels to help really take off that old dead layer of skin much deeper than you would do at home that can really give your skin a reset. So if you're very unhappy with the way your skin's looking, I highly recommend a trip to the dermatologist so that you and they can determine the best path forward for your more youthful looking skin. And for even more ways to roll back the clock on skin aging, be sure and check out this video that is coming up next. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel. Stay beautiful, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you over on that next video.